So you put on what they call COVID pounds now. So we got to make sure the finger grips feel right,
Yeah.
thumb feels right. So that's the first thing that I would look at.
Yeah.
Make sure it's clean, and ready to go
Right.
for the season.
What's up, guys? J.R. Raymond back again coming from Shopmakers Pro Shop here inside New Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio. And still, we're shut down in Michigan, so I don't have the opportunity of doing much up there. So I came down here, and Keith Nussbaum was nice enough to let me come borrow his shop, use the lanes, be able to do some reviews and stuff. But real quick, we're gonna bring Keith down, and we're gonna talk a little bit about some of the things leading into the new season when you're coming in from this whole pandemic, getting back into bowling. We're just gonna chat a minute on some of the things you should be looking for as you come back. So stay tuned. All right, welcome back, guys. We've got Keith. How do you say your last name?
Nussbaum.
Nussbaum. So I was close. I was kind of in the same ballpark with that pronunciation. So we're over here at Shopmakers Pro Shop, where he's actually the owner-operator, along with Aaron Vollmer, right?
Yes.
He's just somebody that works with you or works for you?
Yeah, he's my partner.
He's a partner.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's a partner of the shop. And now you have the new shop over at
Southwick
Lanes. And that's here in Toledo as well?
Also, South Toledo, yeah.
And that one's Champions?
Champion's Choice.
Champion's Choice Pro Shop. So he's got 2 locations out here. He was nice enough to let me come out, drill a couple of balls. You've seen the review from the Thrill, the Outlook Pearl, and the Redemption Pearl. We're going to put all that together. You'll be able to see it. But we're going to chat a little bit about, let's talk a little bit about your shop here. How long have you been here?
We've been here for about 20 years.
20 years, that's a long time. And so do you get a good wide variety range of people? You get people from Detroit coming down or a little bit south of here, I would imagine?
We do. With being in business for this long, we've got a wide range of, we're drawing from a wide range of, we've Norwalk, Ohio, Detroit, Monroe, a lot of Findlay, Ohio as well.
Yeah, and I know when I worked at Turbo, I kind of knew how much volume you were going through there, and I know you're a real high volume shop, so that's kind of cool to see. And so now you get to, open that second shop, and hopefully you can kind of continue that trend over there as well. And I know you were working at the Storm booth out at USBC's for a while. Obviously, you're not able to do it this year because they shut that down. But what's it like working out there?
Working in the Storm booth has been a blessing for me. It's to meet all the people from across the country and help them with their bowling needs, and learning from one of the best, I think, Mark Anderson, the owner operator there. It just means the world to me to have that knowledge, that extra knowledge I'm gaining.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, it's always, I know a lot of the people that work out there, they love going out there, they love being able to spend all that time out there and being able to see, like you said, the variety of people that go out there. So I guess one of the questions I would have is, coming in, I know you guys have been open here for almost a month now, but coming into the new season, obviously we're in the summer, so it's a little bit slower time for bowling normally. What do you see happening league-wise? What should people be looking for as far as, equipment? Is it going to be should they just kind of stick with what they have? Should they be drilling new balls? What kind of practice would you want to be putting in? I could answer it, but obviously I want to get a different perspective of what somebody else thinks, so that way the people out here could see as well. So what do you think? What do you think people are going to do?
First off, you're gonna make sure that your ball fits properly. That's the biggest thing, because a few of us have put on what they call COVID pounds now. So we got to make sure the finger grips feel right, thumb feels right. So that's the first thing that I would look at. Make sure it's clean, and ready to go for the season.
And rechecking numbers, right? So like looking at your tilt, looking at your positive axis, because
Absolutely.
Because you kind of asked me when I first came in, you're like, does yours change a lot? And I said, well, I don't know, because it's been 3 months, something could change. And sure enough, mine changed by about 1/4 of an inch. So make sure to get your positive axis rechecked.
Knowing those there is very critical, very crucial.
Yeah.
Right.
So as far as bowling balls go, obviously we want to look at the numbers, your tilt and your axis rotation, all that stuff before making a decision on what ball to drill. But do you think most people are probably going to stick with the typical type of bowling balls they've already been using? Or do you think the game's changed enough just in these last few months? Because I know we do see changes. We see transitions from month to month in certain situations.
Right. Well, you're definitely going to see transitions coming up here when you can't have the extra hole.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, so without having an extra hole in your ball, you're going to need, to have that right piece of equipment now, because you no longer can adjust your ball reaction with that extra hole.
Yeah.
So having, looking at maybe a little stronger or a little weaker.
Yeah.
definitely has been a possibility.
Yeah. So remember that. What is it? August 1st, right?
August 1st,
August
yes.
1st, that new rule kicks in. So you're not going to be able to have extra weight holes on the side. So you can only have the 3 holes that your ball is allowed to have, unless you're a two-hander. Then you can only have the 2 holes. So make sure to pay attention to that. If you have an extra hole in your bowling ball, make sure to head over to Shopmakers Pro Shop or whatever pro shop you're near and get those actually filled up. So that way you're not throwing an illegal ball. And I know they're doing studies to see if they actually changes the reaction a bunch. And from what I've noticed in the videos, once they plug that ball, it really doesn't change it all that much. And it's not even anything really noticeable. I mean, if you get it on like Specto, I'm sure you would notice a difference there.
Yeah.
You see a little bit in the numbers change. But as far as what your eye sees, I don't think it changes it enough to make that big of a difference.
I haven't seen a difference in any that I have changed personally.
Right.
So yeah, and if it does go a little bit longer, then you just alter your surface so you can just get the ball to grab the lane a little sooner.
And I think it's because those cores, the density of the core is a little bit different than like that inner filler and even the outer, the shell.
Right.
So when you're plugging it, you're not really still not changing the core at all. It's still that same changed core that it was once you put that hole in it.
Right, exactly.
So the resin or the urethane that you're putting in to fill it, it's not really changing the weight or the density of that core much. So you should still see pretty much the same reaction as what you did. So maybe that's a trick. Maybe people put a weight hole in their ball to change the core and then they just plug it real quick to get that different change. You never know.
It's an option.
Yeah, I don't know of any, if it's illegal or if it's, I mean, technically you would think it would be illegal, but it's a filled hole, so I don't know. I'm not sure how that'll play.
We might have opened up a can of worms.
We just opened up a can of worms there. So, all right, well, last thing, shopmakersoftoledo.com. Make sure to head over there.
Yes,
you can check out the pro shops over there. Anything last minute you want to say?
No, just thanks for JR for coming out here and having me host him, and just was a pleasure working with him today.
Yeah, appreciate it. Definitely appreciate the time. Let me use the shop and everything. It's always appreciated.
You're welcome.
Probably
Anytime.
shoot down again. If we don't open back up before the 4th of July,
Yeah.
I'll be back down again. It's only about an hour and 20 minutes from me, so it's really not that bad. So, but that's all we got. We're out of here. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned a little bit something here. Make sure to head over to his website, shopmakersoftoledo.com. Head over to Champion's Choice Pro Shop at Southwick Lanes here in Toledo. And then again here at New Glass Bowl, where Shopmakers Pro Shop actually is, to come see Keith. So until next time, we're out of here. We'll see you guys later. Take care.
Thanks.